Hello, welcome down onto the puzzle desk. Today we're going to be doing this very exciting escape room and puzzle box by IDVenture called the Wonderbox of Alice. Now you may have seen this if you're into your puzzle boxes. I got this off Kickstarter, so I backed this way back in April of this year and it arrived to me this week. So I thought I'd do it on the channel to show you. So the Wonderbox of Alice, and there it is. So I've done one of these very similar looking to this called the Pyramid of the Sun, and if you go and look at it, I'll leave links below where you can go and have a look at that one. And it's kind of not the same sort of thing, but you build puzzles and then you solve like kind of riddles, and then I think you work your way back. I'm not sure how it works yet, because look, one, you put together the puzzle pieces, then you solve the logic puzzle and you release the locks, okay, and then I think you work your way through it. And then on this side here, puzzle storage compartment, that's where all the puzzle pieces are going to go. 180 wooden pieces. Secret Lost puzzle box, 90 minutes to 2 hours, okay, and 1 to 3 players. Well, it's just going to be one. It's an advanced level, so look at it. And then here we have on the back, I can actually read German, French and Spanish, so let's pick the German here. So this is in German. This is what it says. It says the Wonderbox of Alice is a brand new game concept which uniquely combines traditional jigsaw puzzle with the mechanism of an escape box. The aim of the game is to open the box through assembling over 180 puzzle pieces, discovering hidden clues and solving logical tasks along the way. Dive into the exciting adventure and reveal the secret of the Wonderbox. Lovely stuff. Right, I think it's about time we get this open, but before I do that, go and grab yourself a coffee. Yeah, if you want to go and buy me a coffee, I'd really appreciate it. I'll leave links down below where you can do that. Else, just like, subscribe and share, because that's free. And then let's crack on with this. And we have this. In 1923, a mysterious wooden box was found in an Oxford antique shop. Inside was a letter believed to be from Lewis Carroll, writer and inventor fascinated by riddles. My dear Alice, another adventure awaits. Hidden within this box are secrets only you can unlock. Think carefully, be curious, and let your imagination guide you. Wonderland is closer than you think. Before its mystery was solved, the box vanished. A century later, it is resurfaced. Now in your hands, its secret remains locked. Will you be the one to solve it? So how to begin? Find the word start, release the puzzle pieces and begin your adventure. Rotate and move the Wonderbox carefully. On each layer, assemble the jigsaw puzzle and then solve a logical challenge to activate the mechanism. Perfect. Do not tilt the Wonderbox while assembly. Fine. Do not try to activate random mechanism and do not apply force. And then we have the hint there if we need it. And then that's what we're going to be working towards. These pictures. These are the pictures we need to build. Right? Okay. Because mainly what we're going to be doing is we're probably going to be doing it on this camera here. Right. So there we go. I've got this all set up now. So we're going to be basically using this camera here because I think it'll be a little bit easier than using this one because we're not allowed to tilt it as we've done with the other video. Right, so let's crack on then. What's the first thing we need to do? It was to find the word start to release the puzzle pieces. Okay, so find the word start. Well, the puzzle pieces, it said we're in here, didn't it? So let's find the word start somewhere. There he is. So start, so unlock by pulling that up. Ooh. It says you shouldn't use force, but that looks like it's going to be forced up. I'm a bit worried about that, but I guess it's kind of, I can push it up, but it's a bit forceful. Let's try something. Let's try it, and let's see if. Oh! Yes. Okay. So it was just. It says don't use force, but you kind of got to use force to open that up. There we go. We've got it open, and we've got all of our pieces, our puzzle pieces here. Fantastic. Let's get all these out. Oh gosh, they're all in. Is that your lot? Looks like it. Right. There's all my puzzle pieces, and I think then I shall be doing. Oh. I should be doing this one first. So let's get rid of this, get them all out here, and then I can kind of get all these laid out and start putting them in here. But gosh, I'm gonna have to use this. I'm gonna have to use this to look at the picture to work out which ones go in there. Ooh, no, because it's all mixed up. Look, see here, look at this lot. It's all mixed up. I kind of can guess that that goes together, that goes together, that goes together, and that. Oh look, and there's magnetic pieces here because they've all stuck together. They're all chess pieces, chessboard, chess pieces. So I know they go together. Right, okay, so let's crack on then. Let's crack on. I'll spin through this because you don't want to see me doing the puzzle, but let's fast forward as I'm trying to build that in there. Right, what I have noticed, look, so can you see what I'm doing here? So I've got basically picture 1, 2, 3, and 4, and I'm separating them. That's picture 4, that's picture 3, that's picture 2, and then I'm trying to fill in picture 1 into here, which I've been doing. But I've noticed these kind of pieces here match the picture, but if you notice, this is like a clock, got a clock face on it, and these are empty. So that has got to do something with it, hasn't it? I think we'll be finding out once we've done the puzzle. But look, so like that piece there, I know that is going to be for the second picture, so I'm going to put that in my pile of 2 there, 3, 4, and then 1. All right, that's my thinking. So not too bad so far. Let's crack on. We're done. That took a while, but I think we're done. And look, see, I was saying about this, they're backwards. They're not on the picture. And obviously these aren't here, these 5 here, but I'll talk about those in a second. That's not there. And I think the fact that it's a mirror, that's a mirrored version of 10 to 1. And this one, that is the mirror version of that. Now what we need to do is we need to work out getting into here. But if you look here, that's the Cheshire Cat. That's like a lock symbol. That's the Mad Hatter, the lock, the cat. And if I show you here, these pieces here we got through the puzzle that don't seem to be fitting anywhere, but you'd think I've got, if I go back to this camera here, I've got cat's eyes there, cat's eyes, Mad Hatter, keys, cat. So if I put them in that order, it's the cat, Mad Hatter, keys, and keys, like that. But I think I've got to put them in here somehow. So like the eyes, cat eyes. Do you think that pushes down like that and it pushes a mechanism inside there? Because look, these go up, you see. But that doesn't. Was I meant to put them in behind the puzzle? Bear with me as I just break this just to have a look. Yes, there we go. I meant to put them in behind, so I've now got to dismantle this. Oh, flipping it, and put it all back together again. Right, they're in now. Now, I'm not sure whether that's the right way or not. I'm not sure if those two are in the right place or if those two are in the right place, because I'm not sure. But if we pull them up like that, We've got to unlock it somehow by pulling this up and out. I wonder then if that's not the correct way. I think they've got to all be up, but those two are the same. So I think those two have got to be different to those two to match that, because that's a flip. That is a flip of that, isn't it? Hence the mirror. But the key's in the wrong place. I think the keys from this one's got to be up, but that key's got to be facing the other way, I think. Well, that's all I've got in a minute. So let's give it a go. If that was up, yeah, that one's got to go in there, because if that was up, that would face... Hang on. Ugh. So when they're both up... No, so when they're both up, it's always going to be the bottom, doesn't matter where it is. So these are the obvious ones, right? That one's got to be up, because it can't match the blue eyes. There's no matching blue eyes. So that's got to be up, all right? So that's got to be up. I don't know whether that makes a difference whether that's up or down. And this, the only way I can get these to match is if they're both down, like they are. Hang on, where would that be? Where would that one be? No, that's got to be down and down. They're mirrored because they're facing in. That would be facing out and that would be facing out. I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters. Right, I don't think it matters. So let's put this... Oh, God, I've got to put this all back together again. Right, we're in. So that's a mirror, that's a mirror, that's a mirror. They're all a mirror, I suppose. What's that? There. Oh! Right. Oh, got my mirror out. Ready? Hang on. Hello. So now... That's got to go up. That's... So I've pushed that in. I think this has got... That's got to go up like that. Yes! Yes! There's the first piece done. We got there! So we've got all those in the right position to be able to push that open, and then we kind of like that lock there. Whether I was meant to pull something up, I'm not entirely sure. But if you push that in, pull that up, and then complete that picture, I was able to move this piece here. And we're done! That's the first one done. Let's put that to one side. Now what we need to do is we need to repeat the process and do it for this one. Unfortunately, that's the good thing is I have got a load of these pieces together that I think fit in here. So I'm hoping it doesn't take as long. And look, we've got the magnetic chest pieces because I think maybe there's going to be gaps in here that I put these magnetic pieces in. I think. I might be wrong. I don't know. Let's have a look. Right, so now let's spin through this as we build this puzzle into here. Right, let's crack on with that. I might have some more pieces to go in here. I'm not sure yet, but I think I'm at a stage where I can probably put in these, which are these magnetic pieces that all came clumped together at the beginning of the video. So if we look, they can like fit, there you go, I'll fit one in there like that. This one, you'd think it would go there, but it doesn't. What about this one? That one definitely goes in there. So you'd think it would go there. Oh yeah, there we go. Like that. We have this big big space there, which would suggest I'm missing a piece, which I will find and put in. And then we have these 3 here. So 2 knights on a pawn that we can put. Without it pulling all the pieces out, I'm going to work out where to put them on there. So let me just try and find this piece first. Haha, I put it over there. There we go, we're in. Now, I think I probably, because I've got these 3 magnetic pieces here, I'll probably put them on here. Now, is there a way for them to go? Right, now we're not going to make that same mistake again. I'm going to hold this down while I stick that. Oh, right. So, maybe it's to hold these up. There we go. See that? See those that go up there? They go up. And I guess you put these on this one here. If I should get it a bit closer. This holds this one up. All right. So the same with this one. Oh, no, that won't. Oh, it'll be that side, which it holds up. And then this one, which it holds hardly up at all. Okay, so I think there is a specific way for them to go, and there's a ball bearing in there. So do we think the right way for them to go, that drops down? So let me work out which way they've got to go. So that would be E3, that would be F6, E3, F6. Ah, we've got 2 white and a black, so they're 2 white. So the white king and the white queen and the black queen, he's on A8. I'm going to write these down. 1, 2, 3, B5, B8, B5 and C2. And then we've got to put these on the right way so it holds up these little levers. Let's try something different. This comes out here and this comes, hang on, this comes out here. See, that's pointing to that. See the arrow there pointing to that arrow there. It points to that arrow. It points to this arrow, which see the arrow there? If I actually pull that out, right? Because it's got a place for my finger, but my fingers are too big. So if I pull that out, there's an arrow there, which then points to the drawer, but hang on, that is the mirror, isn't it? That's the mirror. Where have I put that? Oh God, look. That's the mirror, there. Oh, I got it. Oh my gosh. How am I going to show you this? All right, let's. So look, that's the mirror, which is there. Now if I took that, there's something written under here. There's something written under there, up under there, which is, oh, right, white, knight is F5. Oh, so that's white knight there. Black knight is E3, so that's a black knight. And that is G7, is the white pawn. There we go. Right, I'm going to get my phone so I can just show you this, because it'd be much easier if I show you in here. Look, ready? There. That is above there. Yeah, so that's my figure there. F5, E3, G7, and if I just move it over here, it's written exactly the same place. F5, so the Black Knight is F5, G7, E3. Oh, yes. Nice one. Sweet. Oh, there was me getting bogged down with this. Right, so the Black Knight is on E3, which is there. Like that. The White Knight, F5, which is there. Like that. And then the last one is the Pawn, which goes in there, which kind of lifts it up a little bit. And this should be this, isn't it? Yes! Ow! What am I doing? Pulling that out and this comes out on the side. Yes! We've got a tiny little wooden piece. Ooh. Let's go back, getting that in focus there. That's what we've got. Amazing. Right. I've dropped some pieces. I just heard it. So is that it? Right, that looks like it's it. Where did my ball bearing go? Right, let's take this piece off now. Oh, yes. There we go. That's that one done. The ball bearing's in there somewhere. Oh, I can't. Oh, it's there. So it dropped all the way down there. And I guess made the mechanism so I could push this out. That's great. Ready? Oh, yes. Right, we've done it. Right, so that's it. That's the second one done. Let's put that to one side next to the other ones. I put that one there and then that one there. So look, we've got them over here. We've got the first one there and the second one there. Right, so we're going to need this piece for the next puzzle. So that's what that is. So we're going to need this, I reckon, for the next one because we needed the mirror for the other one. Oh, thank God that kind of explained what it was in the drawer. I would never have got that. Thank God it had a picture of the mirror in there because I would have been stumped. Right, now we're going to be on to this one. But before we do that, let's get all these pieces over here because this is for this 3, which is this one. This one here, these are all my pieces. That's for 4. This one's for 3, all of my pieces I've got done here. But first of all, I'm out of coffee. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take a quick break. I'm just going to go and take a quick break, go and grab yourself a coffee. I'll be back in a bit. Coffee full. Let's go. Technically kind of halfway through, I think. And we're doing this one now. So let's crack on. I've only got these few pieces to put in. Oh, but this is my special piece. I need to put that to one side because I'll be needing that for the next puzzle, I think. Let's crack on and get this one done. Right, let's go. Done. Right, that was one of the fiddliest ones I've done so far for some reason. And then look, she turns, and then this bit needs to turn, this outer piece, because can you see it's not quite lined up, whereas it needs to kind of move that way, but it doesn't yet. But if I kind of move it a bit, I think it's something to do with these in here. But look, there's some writing and stuff in here. If I show you. See that? Oh gosh. And then I assume I just pull that out. Might have something to do with it. I don't think it's this because that we've done this with the arrows pointing to the drawer. What was hidden would have been that. So everything beyond here. So this, maybe this that we've got to look at in terms of solving it. And we have our piece, whether that's to do with something. Ah, those symbols match. those two symbols match. So, oh, do I put that in there? Do I put that in there like that? Will it fit? Well, it fits. I'll slide it along. Oh! Let's get a bit closer in so we can see. Oh, oh. Let's get it a bit brighter so we can see it as well. There we go. Right, now if I move this over, one, is that one, is that a heart? Yeah, heart one. Let's get this written down. Heart one, spade two, diamond 3, club 4. Okay. So heart 1, spade 2, diamond 3. Right. So it's, and also it's telling me here. So the heart is turning that way. So the heart, so if I look, if I get it back here, it's heart, it's turning. So what's that way? That's anti-clockwise. The spade is turning clockwise, the diamond is turning anti-clockwise, and the club doesn't seem to be turning at all. Right. Ah, flipping heck. I missed a piece. Right. So she's, oh, hang on, look. Do you reckon she's grabbing the ace? Anti-clockwise to that, clockwise to the spade, like that, and then anti-clockwise to diamonds, the diamonds, and then press that. So, to there. Clockwise to the clubs. There. And clockwise to the diamonds, and then all the way to the club. No. Right. That didn't work. So where she's pointing to the diamond, like that, I'm just not sure now what I'm doing. Did that go? Oh no, it didn't. Oh, this. Yes, I was right. And then unlocking it. There we go, you do that, you pull that down. There we go, that clicked. So it's pulling that, does that. And then, are we done? Yes! Yes! Oh, it was right. It was right. So it was the Oh, crikey. So here's a little tip for you then. It's lining up because it's wooden. It's not 100% lined up, but it was what we were saying, clockwise, using this little piece, what we said before, because it fitted beautifully in there. So you go to the first one, you go 1 along to there, then you go 2, and then you go 3, and then you push that in. It's just the first few times I did it, it didn't quite fit, so I thought I might have been on the wrong track. But no, we didn't. Lovely. Right, let's put this one over here. Let's put gently on top of that one. So I've got a 1, 2 and a 3 over here. Whilst now we've got to look at number 4. Whoa. Right. How long have we been going? That took us about half an hour to do that one. Oh well. Oh, it's building a puzzle as well, I suppose. We're on, well, possibly not the last one, because I say that because we've got this here, and then I think there might be something else to do with here. Key symbol there. Oh, we shall see. We shall see. We shall see. Right, now I've got my pieces. This, in theory, should be okay because I've got all of my pieces here. Let's speed up then and let's crack on and build this last, the 4th puzzle. Right, interestingly, this was hooked onto here. And I thought, well, I can't get to that bit, so I'll take it off. But if you look, it actually fits beautifully on there with there. So I think it's meant to come off. Look, you know, it does a clock there. I think I'm onto something. There we go. I think that was meant to come off, but I moved it off because it was in the way. That's handy. Right, anyway, let's crack on. We go, we're done. I think that was probably the easiest of the 4. Yeah, I'm not going to lie, that only took a few minutes. Done. Right, and now, as I said, halfway, I think it has something to do with this. Can you hear that clicking? And then pull that down. Right, let's have a look on here, because as we've seen, there's a few things on here. So that's the big one. Yeah, perfect. Like a diamond and a circle. So is there anything on the sides? Oh, yes. Oh, what's that? So circle, whatever that is, cog to unlock. Right, and then on the other side, does it go? Yep, there, to unlock. So that's that one and that one, which is that one and that one. What's this in here? Does that do anything? Oh, hang on, if I move the drawer out a bit. 8, 5. Funny hat, funny hat. So 8. Well, if I get them at 8, 5. Oh, hang on. Let's get this. Well, that would be the right way for that, because look, that's kind of like the right way, isn't it? Like that, and then. Well, that would be 8. Yeah, so that would literally be pointing to the 5, wouldn't it? Like that. That's 8, 5, and then I need to find these 2 symbols. So that's these. So we've got to find those 2 symbols there that match. Well, that pointing down bottom right and pointing down bottom left, and they're kind of broken. So bottom right, bottom left. Well, that's bottom right as well. That's bottom right. So do we need to turn them so it points to them? Well, that would point to them, wouldn't it? Come on. Come on. Oh. Let's just make sure. Let's jiggle it around a bit, because remember, we had it last. Yes! Yeah, that's it. Surely. Ah, I'm not sure. Oh, hang on. So you've got those two symbols there. If you carry on pulling it out, you've got two more. Ah, right. There we go. Right, so 5, 8, which is a starting place, and then we pull it out, and we've got 12, 3. So what? 12. Well, I haven't got 3. I haven't got. Is that the right one? So, hang on. I'll write this down. Let's write this down, because that's going to be, the first one is going to be 8, then V, which 5, which is and then that's a really bad way of drawing it, and then that, and then if we go out again, we've got 12, 3, which is that, and then that one again. So is it like a combination lock? Do we've definitely got this in the right place. If we do 8, 3, which we're in. Oh, sorry, 8, 5, and point it. Hang on, let's get this all lined up again. 8, 5, right? Like that. Eight is to the left, which is there, like that. Do I push that down and then go to? So we got to that stage, and then we go to 12 down, which is that. No. Let's start again. So 3 there, like that. This one points to a right hand, which is that one. Oh, did it? Done it. Maybe. So they popped out. I was just putting I was working upwards, so I put the little hand at the 3 and just made sure it pointed at something like that. The bottom right. The bigger one at the bottom right. So I did 3, and then I picked the first bottom right, that was that one. And it was pointing to 8. Does that make any difference? I'm not sure. I did it! I'll take it. Right, though, so they've popped out. Do I? Yes! Yes, look, 2 little keys. Whoa! Now, do I? Yes! Woo! Alright, process of elimination. Just making sure you got all these and just try different combinations of it. Sweet! That's a result. Oh, yes. There we go. That is the 4th one. And as I said, I think there is a 5th puzzle. Yes, look, there's that. Oh. To unlock, we turn it. Oh, not that one. Oh. These symbols here, they're all over the place. These keys, I've seen them somewhere else. I'm sure I saw them. Yeah, look here. All right, okay, so here's the key. Maybe that symbolises that I've got to peek the drawer in, do the key. That arrow go there. Oh, there. So. Oh. let's lock this back up like that. So I can't take this out now, and I've got my key symbol there. Just got to work out. So yeah, look, so that's right. So it's showing me there, key symbol there, key symbol there. I've got to have the key symbol, so I know I've got to push the drawer back in, so I know I can lock it. I've just got to do something. Putting this in somewhere. See, it's telling me there. Look, it's telling me this needs to come out of here. I can probably do it from here now because it's going to be, let's just zoom back out a bit. Do you think I've got to have 2? Oh yes! 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 Oh, come on! That's why we needed 2. What happened there? The drawer. There's something in the drawer. I can see it in there. I've got to open this again. I'm flipping heck. There we go. Oh! This looks like a QR code. What do you reckon? We're building a QR code here. Oh! Thankfully. Right, there we go. Yeah, it's going to be in it. Right, let's build this. Done. QR code, do you reckon? If we... Let's scan that. Let's see that. Where's my phone? Let's scan this as a QR code, right? Oh, it probably need to be at an angle to be able to recognise it as well. This way. There we go. It's telling me I can go to IDVenture's website. I could read that in German as I've done before. Yes! Congratulations on unlocking the Wonderbox of Alice. Long lost and shrouded in mystery, the box has revealed its secrets in your hands. You have achieved what even Alice herself could not do, resolving the riddles hidden for more than a century. And wit and determination, you've earned your place among the explorers of Wonderland. Show, discovery, and inspire us to follow you up down the rabbit hole. Come on! Done. Nice little ending piece there with a QR code. Fine. You don't actually get any... No, you don't actually get a prize. You just get the satisfaction of doing it. A mirror and a barcode, a QR code. Right, let's get that out of the way. So we can just quickly, briefly run over. How long did that take us? A couple of hours, I reckon. Yeah, it took a couple of hours. But you get the joy of the puzzle. So this one was the first puzzle with the mirror that we got. What we need for the next one, next puzzle. So we got that, and that was kind of simple with the mirroring. The second one was this one. We worked this out pretty easy when we worked out that we needed the mirror. That was a pretty simple puzzle. We also did this one. This one was, well, I fell foul of the wooden pointing. I got the idea, but the execution wasn't quite right. And then this one was probably the hardest, working out the times. But power elimination and just the fact that I was a bit lucky from getting this the first one. There we go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to rebuild this. I'm going to put this all back together so we have a nice puzzle piece sat there. And also, in the Kickstarter, I also got these two. So let's zoom out a bit. These two, the Wonderland set of 3-frame puzzles. So I can now put these on top and have the different puzzles if I want to. Like that. Fantastic. Right, so that was it. And that was it. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you had your drink. Lovely. Thank you all for joining me on this journey. Please do like, please do subscribe, and until the next video, bye-bye.